everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Divya. Today we are going to start English 10th class first unit, that is personality development. Okay, today we are going to start the first chapter, that first unit, that is personality development. Before going into the lesson, first let's know what is personality development. Okay. The personality is nothing but the way we express ourselves in the society. Yeah, of course. See, when we take a prime minister, we call him as a personality. When we take some different actors or some different cricketers, right, we'll call them as a personalities. Yeah. So now today as we know, we are having 3 readings in the first unit or all units. Yeah, the first A reading is attitude is altitude. B reading is every success story is also a story of great failures. C reading is I will do it. So today we are going to start the A reading. Attitude is altitude. So let's get into the video. So here, as we know, we have so many personalities, right? This Sudha Chandran, she is also her personality. She is a great dancer, and Stephen Hawking sir is also a great personality. He controlled all the machines, all the things with his brain only. Yeah, as we know. So now let's get into the lesson. Attitude is altitude. So before going into the lesson, first we should know the meaning of the attitude and the altitude. Attitude is nothing but the behavior we do on something. Attitude is nothing but the behavior we do on something. Altitude is nothing but the great height. This altitude is based on the attitude. It means our behavior is the main character for the great height. Our behavior takes to the great height. That means attitude is altitude. So now, before going into the lesson, first imagine that we are not having arms to stretch in the morning to help you scratch that itch. Okay, it's itching, I should scratch myself, but I don't have arms. To allow you to wrap your arms around your loved ones, means to hug your loved ones. Yeah, it's very difficult, right, without arms? Yeah. Then now imagine having no legs to kick pebbles down the street. Means we will see rocks or pebbles on the road, right? We'll kick them, right? Yeah. So now we are not having legs to kick pebbles down the street, or to walk or run, to bicycle or skateboard, or moving to one place to another, means A to B, right? Then now imagine that both at once, means we are don't having that arms and legs. Yeah, what will happen? We can't do anything, right? Yeah, how can I do all works should be done with arms and legs? How can I do all the works? Don't feel like that. A man named Nick Vujicic is a man he is born in Melbourne, Australia. He is a torso. Torso is nothing but the body which doesn't have arms and legs. Means he is born with no arms and legs. He was born with no arms and legs. But he doesn't let the details stop him. Yeah. He doesn't let the details stop him. What does this sentence mean? He doesn't let the details stop him. It means, okay, let's imagine that you are having a test tomorrow and you are not interested to write that exam or test. You are not interested, and as you know, you are not interested, but you wrote the exam, and after results your teacher is asking that why you got lower marks. You will tell, sir, one day before the exam I have got stomach pain, headache, or fever, right? We'll tell all the reasons, right? So here, this Nick Vujicic was born with no arms and legs, means he is not having arms and legs, but he doesn't let the details stop him. Here, we should not tell the reasons that are minus to us, means here we should be strong. Here he is telling that he doesn't let the details stop him, means here he is very confident about that. I will be the leader. The brave 26-year-old, means here he is a 26-year-old boy, means gent, who is mainly a torso. As you know, the torso is nothing but a body which is not having arms and legs. Okay. Plays football, golf, swims and surfs despite having no limbs. What is this saying? He is saying that is a torso, but it says that he plays football, golf, swims and surfs. What is this? Yeah, of course. He plays football and also golf, and also he swims and he surfs also. Yeah, he doesn't having the arms and legs, but he do this all things. Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which helps him balance and enables him to kick. He uses his one foot to type, write with a pen, and pick things up between his toes. Here, this is the Nick. This is the Nick Vujicic, and here he is having the small foot. This is the small foot. He is having the small foot on his left hip, which helps him balance and enables him to kick. He used to play the football, right? Here in the first, as we discussed, he plays football. So here this small foot helps he to kick the ball. He uses one foot to type. He uses that small foot to type also, to write with a pen, and he pick up things between his toes. Okay, we have arms to pick up things, but he don't have arms. So here he is using the small foot. I call it my chicken drumstick, Joker Nick, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. I had been lost without it. He is saying that I call it my chicken drumstick. He is telling that I call it this small foot as my chicken drumstick. He is born in Melbourne, Australia, and now lives in Los Angeles, America. Yeah, I had been lost without it. Means he is saying that I would be lost without it. Without it is nothing but here is chicken drumstick. His small foot. Okay. He is very modest, but he gets marriage proposals from women all the time, said Nick's friend, and published Steve Apple from Los Angeles. Here, he is modest. Modest is nothing but a simple man who is shy. He gets marriage proposals from women all the time. This was said by the Nick's friend. He is Steve Apple. His name is Steve Apple. He would love to get married and start a family, but he is waiting for the right girl to come along. He loves to start a family. He loves to get married, but he is waiting for the right girl. Okay. Water sports are Nick's only thing. He also plays golf with a club tucked under his chin and is a huge fan of English Premier League. Here, he is not only the water sportsman, he also likes to play golf. Here, the club is nothing but the golf stick. I think you have seen that, right? The golf stick. He don't have arms, so here he puts the club under the chin, kept under the chin, and plays the golf. And here he is also a huge fan of English Premier League. It's nothing but the football. We have Indian Premier League for cricket, right? Here English Premier League is for football. His parents decided to not send him to a special school, a decision he said was very hard for him, but which maybe have been the best decision they could have made for him. He's telling that Nick's parents decided to not send him to a special school. Special school is nothing but, here in the sentence, special school is nothing but the all disabled children will kept in a school, will go to another school. That is a special school. But Nick's parents doesn't wanted to send him to a special school. They decided to send him to a normal school. He is telling that which may have been the best decision they could have made for me. Nick is telling that that would be the best decision they could have made for me. Yeah. When Nick was born, his father was so shocked that he left the hospital room to vomit. His distraught mother couldn't bring herself to hold him until he was 4 months old. Here in this sentence, Nick was born. When the Nick was born, here his father was so shocked and left the hospital to vomit. This Nick was born with no arms and legs, right? So here his father can't see that. So here he left the room. His distraught mother couldn't bring herself to tell him until he was 4 months. Means here this saddened mother was here. The saddened mother. This saddened mother took the boy, the Nick, to her hands when he was 4 months old. Means here she didn't took the boy till 4 months old. What a bad situation. His disability came without any medical explanation, a rare occurrence called phocomylia, and Nick and his parents spent many years asking why this cruel trick would happen to them. My mother was a nurse and she did everything right during pregnancy, but she still blamed herself. His disability came without any medical explanation. Here, Nick's disability was known as a phocomylia by medical explanation, and here his parents were very tensioned and spent too many years asking why this cruel trick would happen to them. And the Nick is saying that my mother was a nurse, means the mother of Nick is a nurse, and she did everything right during pregnancy, but she still blamed herself. Yeah. It was so hard for them, but right from the start they did their best to make me independent. It was so hard for them, but right from the start they did their best to make me independent. Means here the boy, the Nick, is not having arms and legs, right? So here that was a very hard situation, very bad situation. But their parents tried their best to make that boy independent. My dad put me in water at 18 months and gave the courage to learn how to swim. Nick is telling that my dad put me in water I'm at 18 months. Means he was 1 year 6 months. Yeah. His dad put him, the Nick, in the water to learn the swimming at the age of 1 year 6 months. I also got really into football and skateboarding. I totally love the English Premier League. He's telling again that I got really into football and skateboarding. He loves to play football and skateboarding. He totally loved the English Premier League, football. Nick's father was a computer programmer and accountant, and he taught his little son how to type with his toe at just 6 years old. His mom invented a special plastic device that meant he could hold a pen or pencil. Here, Nick's father was a computer programmer and accountant. And this dad help the Nick to type with his. Here, as we discussed, Nick is having a small foot, right? So here his father helped the Nick to type that small toe at just 6 years old only. His mum invented a special plastic device that meant he could hold a pen and pencil. His mum invented a special plastic device to hold the pen and pencil. This plastic device was made for Nick. Despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted Nick on attending mainstream school. It was the best decision they could have made for me as Nick, who later achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. It was very hard, but it gave me independence. Here he is telling, despite of risk of being bullied. Bullied is nothing but the here Nick is not having the arms and legs, right? So here all the students will insult Nick. Hey, you don't have arms and legs, what will you do, right? But here his parents joined him a general school because you should face all the situation. They thought their mindset is, my child should not be a loser, he should be a winner. So here they joined Nick in a general school only. This Nick was very insulted with their friends, but here Nick is saying that it was the best decision they could have made for me. How thankful he is to their parents, right? Who later achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. Means here he achieved the degree in financial planning and real estate by the risk of being bullied also, right? It was very hard, but it gave me independence. He's telling that it was very hard, that I would be bullied from all the people, all the friends, and I would be insulted. He's telling I is insulted very lot. He's telling I'm insulted lot, but this education gave me the independence. Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electrical wheelchair for mobility and a team of carers to help him. This Nick was teased and bullied by their friends. Had an electrical wheelchair for mobility. Mobility is nothing but to move. He is having a wheelchair to move, electrical wheelchair that is, and team of carers to help him. How bad situation the Nick faced, right? I was deeply depressed when I was 8 years old, he said. I went to my mom, crying, and told her I wanted to kill myself. He's telling that when he was 8 years old, I was very deeply depressed. I went to my mom and cryingly saying that I want to kill myself. Mommy, I want to kill myself. At the age of 8 years only, he is telling that I want to kill. Means I want to kill myself. Means how bad situation he faced in that days, right? How bad situation. I felt cold and bitter. I hated God for doing this to me and was terrified of what would happen when my parents weren't there to look after me. He is telling that I felt cold and bitter. And I hated God for doing this to me. We'll do right when the God is not giving me a phone, my parents are not having a phone, then we'll tell that why this bad situation for me. You will not trust the God, you will hate the God, right? Here also he's telling I hated God for doing this to me. Means here he is not having arms and legs, right? So he is telling I hated God to doing this to me and was terrified of what would happen when my parents weren't there to look after me. Yeah. If my parents are not there, who will take care of me? Who will love me? He's telling. I hated God for this reason only. He's saying that. I could brush my own teeth with a wall-mounted brush and wash my own hair with pump action soap, but there was so much that was impossible for me. He's telling, I could brush my own teeth with a wall-mounted brush and wash my hair, but is this a life? Washing hair, washing teeth, brushing teeth, is it a life? No, right? This Nick has too much of impossibles to do. We will do all the works with our arms and legs, but here he is not having arms and legs. So here, so much that was impossible for Nick. There are so many things impossible for Nick. At the age of 10, Nick tried to drown himself in the bath, but luckily the attempt was unsuccessful. He is telling that when he was 10 years old, he wanted to kill himself and dipped or drowned into the bathtub to kill himself only. He attempted the suicide, but that was unsuccessful. Luckily that attempt was unsuccessful. I felt there was no purpose when you lack purpose and strength. It is hard to hold on, he said. But with the help of his religion, friends and family, Nick managed to pull through to become an international symbol of triumph over adversity. He is telling the attempt was unsuccessful. I felt there was no purpose when you lack purpose and strength. He is telling lack purpose and strength is nothing but he is not having arms and legs. He is feeling that I am a waste of purpose. I don't have any purpose. So, what is the reason I should leave? He thought that. But he hold down all the hard situations with the help of his religion. Religion is, he is an evangelical Christian and friends and family. This supported them. Nick managed to pull through to become an international symbol of triumph over adversity. Triumph is nothing but the victory or achievement over adversity is nothing but the bad situations he faced. Extreme difficulty. He became the victory man. Means he is now a motivational speaker. Now he achieved that over adversity. Means he felt he insulted by the friends, he insulted by the neighbors, all the friends, right? When I was studying, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. He is telling when he was 13 years old, he is reading a newspaper article about a disabled man. And he read that newspaper article. After that article is about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others. He thought that, he thought and saying that I realized why God made us like this. To give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. He is telling that I realized why God had made us like this. To give hope to others. He is telling I should give hope to others and I should inspire all the people like the article has given me. He told her. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. He's telling, I decided to be thankful. Means he decided to be thankful for God. In first he hated the God, right? hated that I don't have arms. Why you give me this cruel situation to me? But he's telling in 13 years old after he read the newspaper article, I decided to be thankful for God, not get angry about what I don't. We'll say, right? We'll not be thankful, right? If our neighbors are having a Audi car, we'll tell, so God, they are having a Audi car, God, they are having a Benz car. But you'll never say that you're having a bike. You should be thankful. You should be thankful. The snake said, I've decided to be thankful for God. For what do I have? Not get angry about what I don't. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, you know what, the world is right. Right that I have no arms or legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. He's telling, I looked at myself in the mirror. He is looking at the mirror himself and telling that what the world is right that I have no arms or legs. Yeah, I don't have arms, I don't have legs. What happens? I have a beautiful smile. I have a beautiful eyes. I have beautiful knowledge. Who will take that? No one. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick was won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. Convictions are nothing but the beliefs. These challenges are there to strengthen the beliefs of us. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, in he won the Australian Young Citizen Year Award in 1990. This for bravery and perseverance. And once I was in a car and the girl hit traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could only see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, whoa, what is going on? She sped off really quickly. This is a funny side of Nick. At once, he's going in a car and stopped at a traffic light, and he saw a girl is looking at Nick interestingly, and that girl can only see the head of the Nick, and this Nick decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out, means to shout, means the girl should he is feeling that the girl will be shouting, but her face like, wow, what is going on? And she sped off really quickly. Yeah. Nick began traveling in the world, and in 2008 he went to Hawaii and met surfing master Bethany Hamilton, who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12. Here, Nick began to traveling the world. In 2008, he went to Hawaii and met surfing master. He met a surfing master. The surfing master name is Bethany Hamilton. Her arm is bitten by a shark when she was 12. Shark is an aquatic animal, and her arm is bitten by that when she was 12. She was amazing, said Nick. Nick is telling she was good. She was amazing. She taught me how to surf, and I was terrified at first. But once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic, and I caught some waves pretty well. He's telling, yeah, I thought that was very tough to do, but once I got, means when he went to the place and the skateboard, he felt that absolutely fantastic, and I caught some waves pretty well. They quickly learned how to do 360-degree spins on the world. Means here his Nick done 360-degree spin on his surfboard. Yeah, he learned how to do 360-degree spin on his board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. Means here, this Surfer magazine, the Nick was on the page of Surfer magazine within 2 days. No one has ever done this in the history of surfing, he said. But I have a very low center of gravity, so I have got pretty good balance, he's saying. He don't have arms and legs, right? Yeah, he's a torso. Even he is a torso. No one has ever done that in the history. He's saying that any person also did this in the history. He's telling that I have very low center of gravity, so I have got pretty good balance. Yeah. His Nick. This Nick is at the stadium. Nick playing golf. His pictures. He has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled over 24 countries, speaking to groups of up to 110,000 people. This Nick is now a motivational speaker. This Nick was football fan, right? Yeah. He traveled among 24 countries, speaking to groups of up to 110,000 people. Yeah. He moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago in 2007 and plans to continue to travel the world. He moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago in 2007 and plans to continue the travel the world. He is saying a beautiful sentence to us and asking a question to us, that is, if I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you trying? Are you going to try again? The human spirit can't handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Sending. He's telling, if I fail, I'll try again and again. Are you trying? The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? He's asking. I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves, he said. Means here he's telling, when you fall, stand up and love yourself. What is wrong in yourself? If I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. He's telling, if I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. He's saying. This is the story of Nick Vujicic. How great, legendary person he is, right? He is not having arms and legs, but he can swim, he can play football, he can swim, he can surf. And he is on the page of Surfer magazine within 2 days. What a great personality he is. Right? So, we successfully completed the first unit, A reading, that is attitude is altitude. Yeah, successfully completed this lesson. In next part, we are going to start the B reading. Okay. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video. For more interesting videos, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to check it out the social media.